Hello there. I'm glad you're here. Not because I have the answers, but because maybe you don't need an answer right now. Maybe all you need is a moment to breathe, to be heard, to stop carrying so much for just a little while. This is a quiet space, a space without judgment, without pressure, without the need to perform or pretend. You don't have to impress anyone here. You don't have to act like you have it all figured out. Because let's be honest, sometimes we don't. Sometimes, even the strongest among us wake up wondering, what am I doing with my life? And that question, as terrifying as it sounds, is also the beginning of something real, something honest, something human. So if you're feeling lost right now, if you're stuck in that blurry space between what you thought life would be and what it currently is, I hope these words feel like a soft hand on your shoulder. Not a push, not a pull, just presence. You wake up, and the day already feels heavy. You scroll past success stories that don't feel like yours. You try to feel inspired, but your chest just feels tight. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Study hard, work harder, smile, be grateful. And yet, a voice inside quietly asks, is this it? That voice doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you aware that something inside wants more, or different, or just space to breathe. No one teaches us how to deal with that question. Not in school, not in the rushed conversations about career paths and 5-year plans. We are taught to achieve, but we are not taught how to pause, to check in, to ask ourselves, am I okay with the life I'm building? And the truth is, not knowing is not the enemy. Not knowing can be a teacher. The fear comes not from not knowing. It comes from believing that everyone else does. But here's something they won't post. Most people your age, and even older, are winging it, making it up as they go, smiling on the outside, Googling, what should I do with my life, at 2 a.m. Some are stuck in jobs they hate. Some are pursuing dreams that no longer belong to them. Some are chasing stability but starving creatively. Some are surrounded by people, yet still feel alone. So no, you're not the only one. You're not strange, or broken, or lost forever. You're simply aware, and awareness is painful, but it is also a doorway. Maybe you're in school, but the major doesn't feel right. Maybe you're working a job, but it feels like a trap. Maybe you're in between things, or maybe everything looks fine from the outside, but inside, you feel hollow. This is the part no one warned us about. The part where the road forks in too many directions. The part where the pressure is louder than your own intuition. The part where time feels like it's moving too fast, and you're too tired to keep up. But what if I told you? You don't need to know right now. You just need to stay with yourself. To stay open. To stay honest. You don't need a 10-year plan. You just need the next honest step. Maybe that step is rest. Maybe it's letting go. Maybe it's reaching out. Maybe it's changing course completely. Maybe it's staying still, for the first time in years, and listening. There is a sacredness in this lost phase of your life. Not because it feels good, but because it is real. This is the space where truth begins to speak, where ego begins to soften, where your own voice gets tired of hiding, and starts to whisper, what if I did life differently? You don't need to burn everything down. You don't need to move across the world or quit your job or have some big dramatic moment. You just need to ask, what matters to me? What drains me? What gives me peace? Even if it doesn't impress anyone. You are not here to be impressive. You are here to be alive. And life is not a performance. It's not a highlight reel. It's messy, and sacred, and quiet, and strange. And becoming yourself takes time, takes space, takes courage. Let's take a breath together. Inhale, for the you who's trying. Exhale, for the version of you who's tired. Inhale, for the courage to question. Exhale, for the fear of disappointing others. You are doing something brave. Just by being here, just by listening, just by choosing reflection over distraction. That alone is a turning point. If no one has said this to you lately, let me say it now. You are not behind. You are not a failure. You are allowed to feel confused. You are allowed to start over. You are allowed to want something different. You do not need to earn your worth. You already have it. And when the world gets loud again, with voices telling you to be more, do more, fix yourself, I hope you remember this. You are not a machine. You are a soul. And your confusion, your slowness, your in-between, is not a flaw. It is the proof that you are awake, that you are growing, even if no one else can see it yet. Even if you can't fully name it yet. You are becoming, still, slowly, honestly, and that is enough. So keep breathing, keep asking, keep resting when you need, keep walking when you can. And on the days you feel like giving up, I hope this memory returns. That somewhere, at some point, you chose presence over performance, and you listened to yourself, to life, to the voice that says, I may not know where I'm going, but I'm willing to keep becoming.